Greetings and good day, YouTube and Twitch highlight watcher. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to start with a new adventure, that being in Red Dead Redemption 1. I've played this game before, right? And we're going to play on normal. I played Red Dead Redemption a long time ago when it first came out. I played it a couple times through, or three, I think. But it's been so long that a lot of story elements and how it goes outside of the big ones are, oh, that's right. Ignore this, ignore this. I literally just let that play, so I gotta do it. I gotta actually start a new game because we're an hour in. I literally just did the first mission sequence to see how it worked. So there we go. Had to make sure it would play, and it plays. But see, here's the issue with this. It plays slower on a first playthrough, right? Like right now, we have a consistent 15.3. Like it fluctuates between 15 high, 15 low FPS right now, right? When I first played this, it would drop down to 5. Now it's dropping above 15. So the problem with this is it would play better if I literally played through this game once before and then played through it again. It's similar to how Metal Gear would be if I went to go play that again. It would probably run a lot smoother than it did the first time I played it. Health benefits of smoking. Back in what, 1914?
Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williamson's gang terrorized.
And we're hearing about Bill Williamson's gang. So, already, I love that we played 2 before 1, because now your brain goes, okay, so Bill started his own gang. Because that has no relevance to you whatsoever the first playthrough you do this. Like, who the fuck? Okay, Bill Williamson's gang? Okay. You find out pretty quickly that the association where that is, but... And I kind of do love how much different this means. Like, this means a lot more to me now than it would on the first playthrough, because the second playthrough that has more meaning to you, you know? This is kind of interesting to play this after playing 2 for the first time.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to...
Like this shit right here. It didn't do that. You really gonna freeze on me here? And this is what I was concerned about. Right? Here's why I was concerned. And this is why I played the first mission. Because if this plays all the way through, or it's supposed to play all the way through, I did it a couple times. However, when you're streaming, it takes up more memory, right? So, we probably overloaded the memory allocation, whatever the hell it is. This. Oh yeah. Definitely won't lie. Oh, I'm aggravated. Like, the game, this'll run. This is the thing. It'll run off stream. I'm gonna have to do this playthrough off stream, I think. I want to play this game. I really do want to play this fucking game. And I was very concerned that it would overload its memory while I was streaming and freeze like this. Because we can close out of this, right? We can close out of this. And then yeah. Then retry it. Maybe it'll get through this time, but I don't know. But we'll try a couple times, right? I mean, I'm stubborn. But yeah, you're right about the shark card generation when it comes to Rockstar stuff. Like, it's because it's easy. Right? It's one of the reasons why I know a lot of people are concerned about what the next Grand Theft Auto is going to be like. But I feel like they're not lazy with new games. They're lazy with everything else associated with their releases. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be lazy when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 6. But they're going to be lazy with anything else associated. You think, like, whatever comes out with Grand Theft Auto 6 story-wise, I'm pretty sure that's it. That's all the story we're going to get. Because everything else is going to be associated with Grand Theft Auto Online. Or Grand Theft Auto Online 2.0, or whatever the hell they're going to call it. But yeah, this will run for me off stream for sure. I remember when the Game Shark shit, like, I remember how to do the Game Shark shit with the disc. Remember I would only use Game Shark, change the color of the police cars, right? And then I would try and save one of the police cars in the garage and keep that police car for an entire playthrough. Now let's see if it's gonna give it to us. Or if it's gonna freeze again. Man. They could do it too. How hard would it be to port this game? It wouldn't be that hard at all. You just have to, like this is the thing, and this is the reason why I say it wouldn't be that hard at all, as long as they still have the data. Because for whatever reason, they build them on PC first. Like, companies build their video game on a PC first.
Read all about. Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Bill Williams, gang terrorists,
Oh, what do you think of day, Insane Baboon? How are you doing today? I mean, yeah. Not in the fun way. It's just like, why can't they bring shit to PC? That's what I don't get. PC, I kind of hope that the recent popularity of these PC games that have come out has kind of had companies realize that PC gaming's not going anywhere. It's just going to become more and more popular over time. Yeah, I can tell. I gotta wait until we get into it to adjust the settings. I don't want to press anything and skip anything. Because I'm testing this as much as I am looking at the story. You know what I mean? When compared to Red Dead Redemption 2. Because that's how I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this as timeline-wise, like you're supposed to, right? So the music, this music hits so much harder
Well, I, for one,
than it would if I
am
played
grateful,
this.
Mrs. Bush,
You know what I mean?
that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I
And
could not
this?
agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
Like after playing Red Dead Redemption 2, ooh, that aggravates
But
you.
Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but
You
this
sure
state
about that?
should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently.
And how do you have
John's
class, you
family
old
have
bag?
made a lot of money,
Honestly.
and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy votes, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization...
Is the bird the word?
They are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
I'm glad that Fallout didn't take as long as I was worried it would take. It could have taken longer and I would have been alright with it. But this is what we'll have to deal with. And I don't think we can't, I could deal with this shit. It's like 10, 12 frames per second right now. Right? Like, the first time we go through this town, it should be its worst time. But I don't think we're going to be able to... can we handle this, people? Be honest with me. Can we handle this? What do we think?
Martin! Mr. Martin, over here!
Yeah, I could handle it, though. You know what I
You
mean?
must be John
I'm a stubborn
Morrison.
person.
Sometimes.
Alright, I could deal
I'm
with it.
Jake. Your friends from Black
I've dealt with shit like that before.
Hey, my friends.
That's like-
We're pleased to meet you, Jake.
That's how you gotta
I
deal
got
with
the
shit when you
horses
growing up,
saddled
man.
up
If you
already
bought a
out
new
front.
game, you better fucking get through that game no matter how shit it runs. And I've gone through some games that run like fucking ass. Yeah! Insane baboon. Look at that. Wait. Oh. See? It's running a bit faster now. uh, uh, it's back down to a third of its normal speed.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Austin.
All in New Austin?
If you say so.
I mean, I know a spot.
Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
I can't remember how to play. Fun.
Let's go.
See, when we're outside of the towns, it runs better. Right? When we're outside of the towns, it runs better. See, look at that. But we look at the town. Oh no. We look away from the town? Look at that. Look at that. Smooth.
Oh, it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned
who
for
said?
years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War.
We were the ones who caused it to be abandoned. Hilariously enough.
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of
The audio. Lower it a little bit. What if I did that?
soldiers and went
That
looking
better?
for gold.
Compared to me?
You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said,
Because if I'm
you
talking
ain't
right now,
find many folk around those
a little
parts
better.
these
We can
days.
slower it a little bit more. Slower it a little bit more. Now here's the thing. Since I played this game before, and in all honesty, I kind of prefer the story of 2 more than this one. I might end up being a bit more talkative
Don't you fight about
during
the
moments
football
like this,
referee to back
right? Not a socialist and also
I
rated
mean,
back too.
I ain't one to
Yeah.
judge a man by the company he keeps, but
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
And there's so much more context now. I do love that. My opinion of Red Dead Redemption 2 might change over the course of this playthrough. Again, this one might take a little bit longer, because I'm only going to be able to handle this for a certain amount of time, everybody.
I ain't planning on staying very
Like,
long.
2-3 hours at a time of dealing with, like, feeds this slow. One of the reasons why I switch games like I do is actually because of this type of shit, right? Because if you're playing a game, you can only handle like, we're at 18 right now, 16, 15, right, frames per second. It's floating between 16.3 and 18 right now. I'll tell you when it gets below. I'll tell you when it gets below 15,
Lee Johnson, do you know him?
and when it gets above 20.
Says he got a
If I
telegram
notice
from
it.
Blackwater Big
Oh,
Boat.
right there. We're at 29, 29 people. For a couple of moments, we were at 29.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it's like oof, it's real bad when it's 12. It's like
You
we're playing the
ain't very
Matrix
talkative, are you?
because of how much
I'm just
time
chewing
stuff
the
there is.
dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me, there's things you better off not knowing.
Like right here, that was 14, 13 frames right there. Like I'll tell you what, a couple years back, I would not be able to tell the, like,
I'll tell you, Mr.
I would be able
Marshall,
to tell the
those
difference,
coyotes eat better than I
but
do.
I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between 30 and
Come on
60.
now. You'll
But
see
now
the
that I've been
road
on
when you get to the
PC,
top of
I
this
can
hill.
tell the difference between 60 and 120 at times, right? So let me tell you, playing a game like this is rough for me. It's fucking rough
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
But I could do it, because this is how I used to have to play games. And
Listen, mister,
this is...
this here's what's
yeah.
left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend.
just slow
You
down.
have yourself
Well, here's the
a
thing.
good time.
It's hard to do low FPS like, right? Because this is, at least I would imagine it would be, right? Because it's doing a weird thing with all of the animation. You know what I mean? Like the background animations and stuff like that are being affected by this as well, because it's currently at 13 frames a second. So, like we're at 15 stable right now, 13, 14. Like, if it's like this, we could handle it. But if it... Ugh. Like, look at that. Look at that. Ugh. Blech.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you!
Like, this is ingrained in my mind right here.
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
And it froze again. One more try. Uh-huh. Yep, that. And I have a rule. I have a rule. We get one more try. If it happens again, we'll switch to something else. Because I could play it without that happening off stream. The problem is that my memory shit gets overloaded, which, yeah, need to get a little bit of an upgrade to see if that'll work then. But I have it set up to where, worst case scenario, the thing that's getting overloaded is the game over the stream, because I would rather the game crash than the crash. Yeah, I could, but I don't want to. It's CD, I think. It's like 9 gigs or something like that. And that's the thing, the only reason I can play it at all is because I've upgraded my RAM relatively recently. That's one of the reasons why I'm trying this like I am 3 times, because I'm like, it ran more than that. Yeah, it's a category disc game. 9.27 gigabytes. Don't know if there's anything more than that I could add to that. Hold on. Let's see what this one. Normal only take 4 to 8. Yeah, probably. Dual layer also, like, dual layer discs had issues at certain points in time through the PlayStation as well. I know that much. For whatever reason, they like wouldn't read the discs properly after a certain length of time. I know that based off of the fact that I actually played Metal Gear Solid 4 so much, it caused, like, this was an issue that was like, oh, it only happens to discs after a couple, like, years of playing them, but I played that game so much that I overheated the disc, and it fucked up the shit, so it wouldn't read the disc anymore. I guess. It's some weird, I don't know. It's something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misremembered, but this is shit I learned years ago. Hell, maybe the place I learned it was bullshit. No idea. However, it seems like the games that are giving me the most issue so far on these are the ones that originate as dual layers. Yeah. LA Noire. I think I played through it a long time ago. It's another one of those games that I remember vaguely. This time we can skip some cutscenes, luckily. Oh, it's so bad. It is wild. Wild. This is shit that I remember being used to, though, you know what I mean? Like,
Here, let's mount up and hit the trail.
I know for a fact I used to deal with playing games like this consistent. Damn, how shit has changed.
Yeah. Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
Yeah. Slow down.
Whoa there.
Whoa there.
So it's Fort Mercer you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't
So it
taken
is kind of
nobody up to the
funny
fort in a long time.
because
Strange place for a
technically
decent fella
we
to
already
visit,
should know about all
if
this
you don't
crap,
mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
right?
It's been abandoned for years now.
We should already know where the fort's at.
During the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely
But
sure.
I guess we could let him
Heard they
have
had to
that,
go up north
because
to fight
technically
Indians, or maybe
John's
they got
not
tired
has
of being
supposed to have,
soldiers and went looking for gold. You
or
know
really
how
had any
things
true
is.
reason to go over there other than getting the
So what are
bones
you
and
doing
shit
up
like
at the
that.
fort?
I'm looking
And
for
those
an
are
old
side
friend.
missions that technically
Well, like
don't
I
actually
said,
have to
you ain't
happen.
gonna find many folk round those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an old street of back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Time of day is also going to affect how the game runs as well. I'm just realizing that. That's... Well, we'll see. Like I said, if it crashes again, we'll figure out something else, because
I doubt it.
I'll watch a
I ain't
playthrough
planning
of this
on
on
staying
YouTube
very
or
long.
whatever and
Well,
talk
if you're
about it on
fixing
stream
for
while
some
playing
female
Fortnite or some
company,
shit like
you
that.
can do a lot worse than
Because
Armadillo.
I still want to get the
Fine as
lore of this
cream
shit,
gravy they are.
but I don't know
Like
if I
San
actually
Juan.
could handle a whole
Dang,
playthrough of
those
this with
girls ain't
spikes
even
like
fit
that.
for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Yeah, but he's a respectable married man.
Gee, yeah. So it was the marshal who hired me, Lee Johnson. Do you know him?
I think I might know what the
Says he
idea
got a
is, but I'm
telegram
curious.
from
What's the
Blackwater
idea?
Big Bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
But you're trying your hardest to... Man, this must be taking everything in John's power not
You ain't
to
very
tell him to
talkative,
shut the
are you?
hell up.
Nope.
I'm
Because
just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am.
it's
I
just
don't
like
mean nothing
Uncle.
by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
And that's the truth, too. Roguelands mod, Borderlands 2. Well, I'd have to reinstall Borderlands 2, which while I'm streaming is an impossibility. Like, it would take the length of the stream for it to install. So that I would have to save for tomorrow at the very least.
Good meat. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's
But I
just
know
over
about
this
Binding
hill.
of Isaac. I could, games like that, Enter the Gungeon and Nuclear Throne.
Whoa! Slow up.
Yeah, that's Fort
Listen,
Mercer.
mister, this heat. Yeah.
Easy.
It's gonna be hard. You thought it was hard to control your horse before. Come on. Don't crash. Or do.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you, think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh.
Like, what do you think is gonna happen there, John? Dumbass. I will say it is kind of funny how much different that shit sounds with the foreknowledge of Red Dead Redemption 2. Right? But that's the thing. Truly, the game is... I honestly think Red Dead Redemption 2 is so much better than this one. But it sucks that it almost feels like you would have to play that one first before you play this one, and this one's damn near impossible to get a hold of. Unless you have a PS3 and the disc, or deal with some shit. Hey, this is pretty much exactly where we're at.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around
He was on the
here.
train, by the way.
What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Wow.
Mr. Marston.
Wow.
John Marston.
Shit has gone downhill if Bill Williamson is the worst bandit in the county.
McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better,
same
why
as
not
his
take a
son.
ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Now I'm starting to feel worse for John. See, now it sucks because now there's that weight of like, oh yeah, my foreknowledge of what happens soon comes up, right? Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. It's always nice when a game that you really enjoyed comes back. And it truly does need just one mod sometimes. Others, it might need more than one mod. Like, I could probably play XCOM 2, right? I could play XCOM 2 with less mods than I do, but I just like changing it so much. Yeah, now that it's more balanced, like it's actually balanced, I get that.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
That we are, Bonnie. That we are.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled.
We're gonna focus on the main story of this one. I know there's a lot of side content that's actually really entertaining and interesting to go through, but we're going through the main story primarily. We're gonna almost speed run this, if you will. And I might be a little bit loose with. Normally, I like doing a first playthrough with no spoilers, but we might have to do a spoiler-esque playthrough.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Well, it is kind of funny. It's similar to how you tell me not to upgrade the Izanagi. I think that's the right one, the Izanagi thing, right?
Come on, then. I'll show you around the property.
Don't go past level 2 because it has better hitbox than what you. Inazuma. Thank you. My apologies. Inazuma. It's so funny because I was just through this ranch. I was just riding past this not too long ago back in Red Dead Redemption 2. Because I checked out all the little areas we would check out.
You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Official store, I suppose, makes sense. Because I'm thinking of all the, yeah, he's right, because all the ranches back in Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't have their own stores.
For the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
Being friends with Bill Williamson.
Let's go.
First impressions are hard to erase.
That's the train.
So there's a chance. There's a chance that she was younger, and we stole some trains. Some trains. Stole some horses or something like that. That's new. That's new content. New content always adds a little bit of spice to any playthrough, you know. Oh, speaking of getting through shit at half the time, we're gonna be watching the rest of the Red Dead Redemption 2 speed run at double speed.
Before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
Hey, Green Ninja, good day, Yuri. How are you doing today? We're dealing with a half-speed Red Dead Redemption right now. I don't know how long we're gonna be able to deal with this shit though. And the game hasn't crashed yet, again, so.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
You're not wrong. And resting is part of the story here, so let's get done with the story missions as fast as possible. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
I know I had to say something. Fucker. Motherfucker. Oh! Yep. That's how that shit works for me, man. All right. Shit. Servers are still offline for Fortnite. I don't see any button. Oh, I don't remember. I have like there's like an ability to choose your role. I'd have to look stuff up. Hold on. Let me try and figure this out. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption is one of the worst performing games. Try that. Okay. I was looking at something else too that might be able to help. I'm stubborn. We got through that one area, so we could try again. Now we're just after getting up, so we probably have to do the Bonnie mission again one more time. I can't help but try again. Like, we changed some settings. Maybe that'll work now. Because I do want to try and get through this game. If not, I could probably, like I said, I'll probably end up looking up a playthrough of it or whatever. I still haven't watched any of Star Wars Season 1, unfortunately. I think I've been fighting off some sort of sickness. Been sleeping for like 12 hours. At least. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple mods like that. Now this should wake us up right after getting new friends, old problems. Yeah, we just saw this cutscene. Oh yeah, no, if it doesn't run better, I could deal with that, like I said. We could make this a fun little, like, this could be a fun little thing where we just make fun of how terrible the game is, right? And I mean, talk about whatever, because at this point, this is more of just like, for a refresher in what the hell happened, right? Than anything else. Because, like, there is a different weight to certain things that are happening. Like you kind of get more what motivates, or what lacks motivation for John, right? Like right now, John's probably at the most depressed they've ever been. Right?
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
That's one of the reasons why I think.
Use an extra pair of hands around here.
Oh yeah, no, this is how it used to be back in the day. If you wanted to play a game and it ran like this, you fucking dealt with it. Yeah, exactly. Obtain your illegal copy and see how it runs, because it might run a bit better on
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up
Zenio, whatever it's called,
such as
the
yourself.
360
I'm
emulator.
happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Now, mind you, if it crashes again, then I'm just gonna fucking call it quits there, and maybe see if I can get it to run on Zenio or whatever. Interesting. I mean, most of the PlayStation 3 games are stuck on the PlayStation 3 for one reason or another.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
But you're going to be able to look at it for twice as long as you normally would. Because we're in town. And it's running at a nice, crisp 10 FPS. If I look down, it runs faster, though.
And here's the
Oh, yeah, no.
This one's for the
Well,
horses.
here's the problem
What do you think?
that I
I'm
find
no
with that.
expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've
Cannot
stolen
get their
more
games
horses
anywhere
than you've
else.
broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
If they put their
impressions
games
are
on
hard
other
to erase.
platforms, people would buy them. Sure, 100%. 100% people would buy them. I hope you like this
That's a train
angle.
station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Well, that depends on your perspective, right?
Let's go.
Try looking up.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it
That works
himself
too.
when I was just
But
a
it's
little girl.
easier to see where you're going when you look down. Right? Like you can kind of see the path in front of you when you're looking down. When you're looking up, you ain't going off a cliff
Let's stop for a
if
while
you're looking
before
up.
we head out on patrol.
You know what I mean?
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Here's the problem. I'm pretty sure this game, if it doesn't crash, I'm okay with that. But if it does, I'll decide. I'll get off here and I'll try to find something else. Maybe we'll play Enlisted because nothing else is going on. Right? So I'll throw on Enlisted after this if it crashes again. Otherwise, we'll only be going at this game for like 3 hours at a time. In all honesty. I mean, the cutscenes are running
Drink, Mr. Marston.
fairly smooth.
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Yeah, time travel or time skip tonight.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
Not as fine as the weapons that you don't have access to right now, John.
We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us.
Yeah, nighttime's probably gonna run pretty rough, depending on which way you're looking.
Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Anything suspicious. Before we shoot a rabbit in it. A rabbit or two.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
We do get a rifle awfully quick in this. You don't really realize how quickly you get a rifle when compared to the first game. It takes a minute before you get access to stuff like that. Like, it's pretty
Look,
early.
Those damn rabbits are at the crops again. Get down and give me a hand, will you?
Probably don't even need to dismount our horse.
Come on, then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use. You got one!
I mean, I shouldn't miss a damn shot though. Now that everything's moving as slow as it is. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew
Oh
tomorrow.
wait, we might actually use aim assist here. I might not have it turned on. Let me see if it is. Targeting mode, normal, expert, casual. Yeah, let's do casual targeting mode. Turn vibration off. We're gonna let the aim hand. Normally I wouldn't do that,
We should check out
but
the rest
we're
of the
on
range.
console basically right now, so I'm gonna use auto aim, and I want to get through this game relatively
We
quickly.
should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. Yeah.
Again, not even sure if this is gonna last more than a couple of days. I'm basically doing this as I do this
If
to
it's
feel
not
like
the
what I want
rustlers
to do.
stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
We could deal with this.
Never
We
easy
could.
living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city.
Game's a
Become
good
a
run.
lady of leisure.
They're gonna take twice as long to get through them because they're running at 15 FPS though. And again, it does go back up to like 20, 25 after we've been in an area for a long time.
Can't afford to lose any more livestock. Kill him, Mr. Marston. Good shooting, Mr. Marston. Come on, they're headed for the chicken coop.
Let's go.
Like I said, I'm just gonna let the auto aim do shit for me. Gonna be lazy today.
Nice shot.
Team Deadeye. Do we even need to use Deadeye?
That's it. Damn coyotes.
That should calm you down.
Yes, we got one.
Got them all.
Well, we got rid of the coyotes. I just wish we'd saved all the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
I think there's like, she actually says something different if you do save, like you can save more chickens. That I think. Not 100% sure though.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Yeah.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
No.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
It is kind of wild to think about though, in the context of Red Dead Redemption 2. Bill
This is
Williamson
you, Mr.
going on his
Marston.
own, thinking that everyone views him as a idiot, so he's gonna start his own gang.
Thank you for your
Javier, I
help, Mr.
think, is
Marston.
still loyal,
Makes me kinda
but we'll
happy
find
I
out.
saved your life.
I don't remember. I remember we dealt with him, deal with
Good night,
Javier
Miss
at some
McFarland.
point, but I don't remember when, where, or how. Oh yeah, we do have outfits and stuff like that. Let's save the game, get our first save in. First manual save. $50 plus honor. Wow. The honor system is so different. And the green little house. Oh wow, the greenhouse. Forgot about that. That's crazy. Kinda crazy. Do you think there's a world where they remake Red Dead Redemption? Or do they just port it
Mr.
over?
Marston, how are you doing today?
I think they remake it.
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
That's
Well,
what I
I'm
think.
Fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets.
Oh,
so
don't
us
try
country
that,
folk are
Bonnie.
impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater.
Yeah?
You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
Oh, this is the race?
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts.
Yeah, it's going to be much easier to deal with slow frame rates when you can't even notice them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's kind of wild thinking about how many of these missions that you actually don't remember. Like, I remember this sequence because I did it so many times. I think I did the start sequence 5 times.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
Well, hopefully my game running slower is not gonna cause me issues. Man, the traversal of the horse is very different.
How those injuries feeling, Mr. Marston?
I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland.
The horses are much faster in this game, by the way.
Slow down.
Much faster. They have less stamina, way less stamina though, but they do have permanent stamina. Oh, please. Please. Please! Please! God!
Go.
Hopefully we don't have to win here, because if we do, that's going to be a very annoying situation.
Let's go.
I don't think we catch back up because we got stuck like we did. I don't think I've ever lost this like this, though. Like, I think every time I've ever lost, I've reloaded it, unless it does fail you here. I just don't care. If I lose, we lose. We're not gonna reload over some shit like that. I mean, it seems like we're about to be able to catch up to her.
I thought you said you could ride.
I thought you said you could. After me being able to catch up,
Jingle those spurs, Miss
there's no
McFarland.
way I should have been able to catch up like that. In all honesty, that's ridiculous.
I think you chose the wrong.
You can definitely get yourself off the ledge a lot easier than you could in Red Dead Redemption 2, that's for sure.
On the count of 3.
Oh, son of a bitch.
2, 1, go!
That's aggravating.
You're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
Oh, that's aggravating.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Oh, you're gonna get that sometimes too, apparently.
Come on.
Let's not fuck up this time.
Milking cows.
It's weird.
You ain't getting away that easily.
Now, I wonder how much shit they added to Red Dead Redemption 2 because of comments that were made in Red Dead Redemption 1, right? Like Bonnie going, this sure beats milking cows. Is this supposed to be like they made a reference in Red Dead Redemption 2 that in order to earn the trust of the ranch hand, you just have to, you know, race them? But in Red Dead Redemption 2, they make you milk cows? So is that a retroactive reference? What would you even call that? A reference to a game that happens in the future, but takes place in the past.
Let's go.
This fucking, okay. Horse controls suck. Horse controls suck. Horse controls suck in this game. Oh shit, they suck.
On the count of 3.
Like, it's not where you're looking.
1, go!
Is it?
I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
No, it's not really where you're looking.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
No, it's not the performance of the game, in all honesty. It's the game itself. The controls for controlling the horse are terrible.
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be.
Oh,
What is wrong with me?
that's what happens when you run your horse out of stamina. But you use your analog stick instead of where you're looking. You use the analog stick to guide where you're going. It's so much better in Red Dead Redemption 2 for sure. Because it's like, it's kind of awkward how you have to control the horse. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's so awkward. Could also blame the performance, right? It's kind of only reading half the input, you could say, I guess. Because it's at a stable 16 frames right now. It bumps up to 20 on little stretches like that.
Let's go.
Also, I'll be honest, my first ever playthrough of this game, the race was so bad. Like, I remember the race because I failed it so many times because of jumping off at that bridge, right? And I love how it also seems like the speed of Bonnie's randomized. You know what I mean? Like, there are times where I'm smoking
Call yourself a dangerous outlaw.
Bonnie. And there are other times where I, like, can't keep up with her.
I have got you now.
It's kind of crazy how it's gonna be rough.
Will ya?
Call yourself a rancher?
I love how racing has anything to do with ranching.
Let's pick up the pace.
You can definitely see where a lot of their shit went from simplified to more complex. Right? I like the cores. I like the cores a lot. 10. We're at 10 right now. Ooh. Ugh.
Come.
Whoa there! That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Alright. Plus 20 fame. Fame's not really a thing in Red Dead Redemption 2, is it? I guess we just do the closest mission, and Bonnie's mission is close right now, so might as well do this one. Just go down the list. Why go all the way down
Mr.
to
Marston,
Armadillo?
How are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
Oh, it won't let me get... Okay. Making me go on the opposite side of the wagon. Got it.
Let's just go.
I
don't
am
wanna keep
pressing
Paul
the button.
waiting.
Hello? That was weird.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No,
2
miss.
seconds ago?
I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't
Yeah,
think of
because
any
he's
other way to
hopeless.
stay
John's
sane.
basically
Right.
hopeless at this
What
point
about
right
you?
now.
Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
Yeah.
Peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
He's
I'm
not being
not, miss.
deliberately enigmatic.
Yes,
He
you
just
are.
truly
You are
feels
being
like
deliberately obscure as a substitute for
he's
having
never
a
had hope.
personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. How well do you know New Austin?
It does. It does seem that the
I know.
settings you said to
Talked
change
about
are working
coming
so
down here
far.
many times,
I will
never
say, I
made
think the game's running a bit slower
Me and the folks I
overall
used
as a
to-
result.
Used to work with. Yeah, New Austin. The
Then
last
again, we're
real
now no
outlaw
longer in
country.
the city and we're running
The
at
old
a
ways still
consistent
hold
18,
true. Do a
19
man
frames.
wrong, he'll shoot you for it. Do a man right? Well, he still may shoot you for it, but at least you have an idea of what's right and what's wrong there.
Dear, oh dear, Mr. Marston. What dreadful novel did you get that romanticized drivel out of? Those days are long gone, if they were ever here at all. According to Paul, those days were just people shooting each other because they lost at cards.
A lot of
Maybe
it had to do
lucky
with
if our
that,
race
yeah.
survives another 5 years. Businessmen are the new cowboys.
Damn, there is a lot more weight to what's being said in this game after going through Red Dead Redemption 2, truly. I love that.
You look like a man who's been through the mill.
He is a man who's been through the mill.
Thank you.
I mean, you've lived some life.
Yeah.
I'm 27 years old and I have rarely left Hennigan's Stead. Although many years ago we did briefly employ a French governess. Well, I think she was French. She said she was French, but she spoke Russian. That was when Paul thought I would become a lady.
A change of pasture doesn't
Wait.
always make for a fatter calf.
I know, and I wouldn't change my life for all the money in the world. I'm just saying...
I think that might be a
sometimes I
reference
wish I'd
to
been-
the missing person they talk about. I don't think you can ever find that girl.
Well, braver. Been to more places, seen more things.
I wonder if how they added Weird Wild.
It usually takes more strength to stay than to run, Miss McFarland.
Because I remember picking up that poster a couple times about $100 for any information on the whereabouts of this individual. And I wonder if dude ever found Gavin.
I always enjoy a trip to Armadillo.
Insert the those that know, those that don't know.
It used to be such a nice town before that gang started helling around the place, causing all that trouble, shaking down the local.
Well, before that,
this
town has always been through some shit.
Terrible shame, if you ask me.
Oh man, we don't like Armadillo. We're at 9, 8. We've gone down to 8 frames.
He's doing what he can with what he's been given, I suppose.
Oh, we don't like Armadillo. Woo, boy. We do not like Armadillo.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us.
The NG2 360 experience. Let's go.
What you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
We're at 14 now, at least.
Hey there.
The first time we go into the town, it's probably going to be like that, honestly. And it will pick up the longer we stay around, because it should get better. Like the third or fourth time we come here, it should be a lot more stable. Hello, Doc.
It's excellent to see you today.
Tim O'Brien is said to have run
Hey,
off
mister.
with engine room.
Finally time to get that bullet out your leg.
Wait, I got a bullet in my leg?
General store says they are waiting on
Chewing tobacco and apples. Man.
Be well.
That's so weird. So weird to see how different. I so much more prefer the newer system. I really do. It's not that different, but the visual is just
Well,
looking at the
thanks
book
for driving me.
adds a
It was
little bit
nice
of weight
be
to
able
that
enjoy
too.
the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Nah, we're about to get healing mechanics unlocked. I kind of like how she says to go to Armadillo, and then this mission leaves us in Armadillo. That's actually a pretty neat setup. Once you leave Armadillo, there are usually stagecoaches loading and unloading behind the freight station. You can now purchase and rent properties marked with the blue house.
Blessings to you.
I don't think we can talk to people.
Back home, the bacon. How do you do?
Oh wow, that feels different. Not being able to like talk to people as you walk by.
Hold that thought until next time. I have pressing business.
Bye then.
Bye.
Political realities in Armadillo.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer. You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir.
Gross.
And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal.
That's
My job is to keep
you know how
this town
Flory,
safe,
like
not clean
when
up
you
all
know
these
what you know
cats.
about Bill, it is like
Around here.
You know,
he
I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority.
yeah, wow.
What's wrong
Wow.
with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Like him.
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
We'll get there eventually. Maybe we might do a little bit of a speed run strat.
Give an old man a chance to get the blood flowing.
I mean, speed run strat? It's not gonna fail me, right? Yeah, I do too. Because it should have crashed by now. We chase him down, don't we?
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into. Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Yeah.
Morning. Eggs and coffee. Back to work. Ooh, now.
Whoa!
Ain't got no sense of direction.
Slow down!
Oh man, it's different. It's different. Like, that would have definitely caused us to lose
Let's go!
saddle in RDR 2. But I don't think we ever would have got to that. Same for there. But I don't think we ever would have got to that point because I'm so used to the control being visually how you look that it's so weird to go back to kick. And the stamina, man. Your horse might be faster in this game, but the stamina, there's like, it does not hold up at all. I missed the core system that it had. Oh. This is so much worse to worry about. Yeah, we have unlimited stamina, but there's so much less stamina to work with. And your horse might feel faster here, but is it actually faster? Or is it technically slower because of the fact that you have to stop sprinting more often than you would if you had the core system?
Looks like we got company, boys. Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill. Over here,
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. There's one behind the crate. Take him down.
You know who you're fighting?
Head for the crate, boy. I'll cover you.
Oh, is this also where we have unlimited health and we just gotta go behind cover to regain it?
Now get to that rock. I'll shoot you some space.
Oh, wow. Wow, so much more simpler.
You starting to regret this yet?
So much more simpler. Holy shit.
Just Walton left now. Try to take him alive. Walton, your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Jeez, that felt horrible.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
Can we loot these people? Yes, we can.
Can I borrow this, friend?
Yes, we can. That's my curious right there. Dishonorable people will have good reactions if you have low honor. Yeah, I hear some gunshots going on over there, but more than likely I'm not. Oh, that's right, we can travel with... What the hell?
Very grateful. There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
I'll happily take this off your hands, my friend.
So treasure hunting was actually a proponent of this game as well. Alright. I'm not going to be worried about doing any of this, though. There ain't no reason. I just figured we might as well. Because it's kind of purposeful to actually do some of the side stuff as well. Right? Because, like, it tells us, hey, yeah, no, there's been treasure hunts in all the Red Dead games. Well, maybe not all of them. I don't think Red Dead Revolver there's been any. shooting birds or skinning coyotes. Man, I'm not gonna do any of that in this run. Truly.
Let's go.
Reduced lawman interest. I wonder how exactly, like, what does that mean? The population, I don't know if I've ever played these games with low honor. Hard for me to play low honor, in all honesty. You gotta be an asshole. Well, that was a little side mission that we're not gonna end up doing.
Hello? It's Armadillo 7-3-1. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. If it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly the world is full of theys.
I remember when we first got here.
That's awesome.
We used to consider
If it's
people
that,
from Dane
like,
County
balanced,
to be
level
exotic.
balanced, that's actually wild.
Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
Couple of hours in the
Not wait
future.
for me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! Marshall!
Marshall, I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Hopefully we can help you out later, but I mean, later's quite some time.
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. Ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New
That's
Austin?
funny.
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land.
He has no idea who John is.
modernization
Neither
and
did we.
betterments to the west. It's only made the rich richer and the poor poorer, and it's killed a way of life. Not far now. Eyes open, boys.
Oh yeah. Your ways of life, you either figure out how to fucking modernize or you fall behind.
Everybody dismount and follow me. Let's move up the canyon towards the fork.
That's it, that.
Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Well, we ain't gonna be able to take them alive.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Yeah, like this is the stuff that I remember most vividly. How early you do it. I remember other stuff too. Like I remember working with the snake oil salesman dude in order to.
It's over! You hear me?
Tell the ballers to get themselves up, or we'll kill every last one of you.
Keep dropping like that, boy.
You boys take the left fork. I'm going this way. Marston, you can tag along with me or join the deputies.
I'll join the marshal.
What the heck?
Hurry up! Stay with us!
Nice of you to give an old man a hand.
Damn you.
Hit him. Don't know if we dropped him. It's weird not seeing that little
Look out,
X pop
there's
up.
two behind that rock.
You know what I mean? I got this.
All right, come on, Marston. Let's push on.
Might as well pick up the rifle for the ammo.
Look, deputies
Ammo
are making
definitely is worth a lot less in this game.
Watch out.
Was that a Wilhelm scream? Oh shit, that's his ally. Whoops. Like, why isn't it aiming on him? Because that's Eli and Jonah.
Pike Mason once and for all. Follow me.
Oh yeah.
Move down and take those bastards. in
Oh
the-
yeah, we're just gonna cheat with the fucking auto aim. This shit is so much more simplified right now.
Surrender, or I'll kill you all. I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air. I see one of them.
Well, they haven't given up.
That bastard won't be hustling no more.
You really want to die?
Good shooting, Marston. Looks like there's some ammunition lying about if you need it. I'll meet you up on the ridge.
Wanted to open up this chest. Because they give us a little thing of ammo and that it? Hey, that's some money. Oh,
Let's
it's
go.
so
Be
weird.
careful.
So
I think I
weird.
spotted some snipers.
Makes me curious, because you know they're gonna have to come out with another
Sniper!
Red Dead game, right?
Stay close. You better surrender. You hear? My God. You got one.
You ain't gonna win this!
Let's push on. Sounds like the deputies could use a hand.
Don't try to this shit.
Finish those sons of bitches. Damn fine shooting, boys. Come on, let's regroup.
It is kind of interesting how you just have to stay hidden for a while and you regain your health. I'm not used to that. At least I'm not used to there being unlimited amount of health from a core, basically.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. All right, stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards as we can.
Really? I really don't think this is gonna work. Like, how would they not be prepared for us? Also, a nice stable 13 frames per second right now. Let's go.
Come on. Let him have it. Watch out for the horses. Damn cat.
You want to die, mister?
Come on, give them hell! You're hitting the wrong track.
You got a problem with me?
Nice and steady now. Don't leave yourself open.
We're good. This is what I was talking about, because I remember we went down this ravine with, Katie Adler, right? And I was talking about fighting like this. This is what I was talking about. This is the fight that I remembered. Because of the cattle rustlers.
Was that you or me? Marston is swatting rustlers like flies. Just drop the gun. It ain't worth it. Don't move a damn muscle. Sure put that fella to bed.
I mean, they had a chance to give up. They should have gave up.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
A wise? Got the whole damn family down there. Jesus. $25. I wonder how much money we'll have. Like, if I did all the, like, got to the same exact percentile that I got to in this, in Red Dead Redemption 2, which was like 95 something. Yeah, strangers with question marks. I don't know if we're gonna do strangers. Honestly. But we'll see how we're doing, how we feeling. Like I said, I could handle, like, this isn't that bad. It has its moments where it spikes up, but this ain't that bad at all. Gotta try to remember to make sure to control the horse the right way, because it does not control how I'm used to. And it's definitely, they improved upon it in Red Dead Redemption. That's for sure. I'm still pissed off about that catfish, by the way.
Yeah.
Give us a lure and make it to where the catfish is literally something you cannot catch in a game where... Oh, I'm pissed. And then it shows you the plants on the map that you can pick up and stuff like that, and I just don't.
Let's go.
I forgot that music played constantly in this game too. Stranger mission. Do we do them?
Let's go.
Well, howdy.
Excuse me, friend. Mind if I rest up at your camp a spell?
Well, it'd be my pleasure. Man needs a break from this desiccated land.
Thank you, mister. Say, what's that stick you got there?
Oh, y'all ain't never seen a dowsing rod before, mister? Never seen a man summon the water up from the bare earth?
Marston.
Ah.
No, can't say I have. It's water you're looking for. What's wrong with that lake over there?
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with Lake Don Julio.
Nothing wrong with it, but we lack the fancy irrigation equipment you folks have back east, so... Man needs a wellspring on his property to ranch here.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Why, you know, just last week, I was over at Old Pleasant's house. Now, I think I may have found something, but... Old coot that owns the place threatened to call the law down on me, so...
People act funny around strange men with sticks.
They sure do. Damn fools. Bet you he don't even know how much water's running underneath his property.
You want me to tell him?
You know what? You ain't that stupid, mister. And I can tell. I'll tell you what. Why don't you go get the old man to sell us his property for a small pittance? Then I can find the source of the water, build us a proper wellspring.
Maybe I will.
Well, all right then.
I remember this. I remember doing this. I know there's two ways to do it. You can either do it the honorable way or the dishonorable way.
Something else you want? I ain't much of a talker.
Oh my god. And we can't go past this point right here, which is where the other map actually takes place, because this is Blackwater up here. Oh my god, the map. Oh. All the way over here. Past Armadillo. We'll do West Dickens first, I suppose. I think we gotta bring him back to Armadillo, then we'll go the rest of the way for that side mission. I know he has two different comments he'll say depending on which way you do it. The dishonorable way, he makes a comment about the blood on it. The honorable way, well, it is what it is. Wow, the map looks so weird. I did not anticipate it looking like that. I definitely like the way they did it and more than that. Like, holy shit. I wonder what a speed run for this game would look like.
Let's go.
Probably similar to Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, mind you, we gotta finish Red Dead Redemption 2's, which we will this coming Monday. Because I'm just gonna watch it at 2 times the speed. So instead of it taking, what, 4 hours or whatever, it can take 2. And then we'll be able to watch the, not Red Dead Redemption, the,
Hey, you there! Don't just pass on by! Do something! Nearly got
anyways,
you know how this is gonna
as
end.
I was saying,
I can't believe it. You saved her. What's mine is yours, friend.
All in a day's
we'll be able to watch the Fallout speed run. Some ammo from these fools.
You crazy?
$15? Hell yeah.
What you got on you, friend?
Might be worth doing this. Oh, that's right. You get outfits by doing specific things. I mean, might as well not let the dead horses go to waste. Very similar animation, even though we don't really see it.
This is a mess of it.
I love how I said, like, this is me not doing a lot of this kind of stuff, by the way. See me over here like, alright, we're not going to do a lot of looting and stuff like that. It's just early on. I have a tendency to, no matter what, early on. There's no grade of health and stuff like that we have to be worried about. either, I don't think. Oh, look at that. We're able to actually go up a small incline in this game compared to Red Dead Redemption. Better game. Let's go. I guarantee you wouldn't be able to go up that in Red Dead Redemption. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2. Saying that based off the timeline. That happens first in the timeline.
Come on.
See, this is what I was worried about. It running this relatively well at this point is perfect.
Excuse
Old
me.
swindler buddies.
Excuse me, sir. You need help? Mister, you alive?
Fuck. God damn it. Good heavens.
Excuse me?
I said, no, I'm not okay. Do I look like I'm okay?
You look pretty good for a corpse.
Praise be.
Move up, mister. Time to get you to a doctor or an undertaker. Whichever you need once we get to town.
Yeah, he looks
St.
fine.
Peter, open up them pearly gates. I'm coming home.
Come on, mister. Come on.
Looks like the Monopoly Man if you give him his top
Sorry,
hat.
sir. I'm bleeding like a badly butchered hog.
You'll be fine. Just focus.
You better take the reins. I don't think I'm strong enough. I'm finished. Done for.
Just sit up straight, will you?
To Armadillo! Godspeed! What is your name, friend?
John Marston.
Oh,
Ah.
God! Out of the frying pan into the fire!
He's injured or something like that?
What can a man encounter in one day?
You must have me mistaken with somebody else, Fred.
I love that.
Our twins, Walton's gang. I know who you are.
Word sure travels fast around here.
They're back! I'm done for!
The music is so good.
Is that all? Praise be! There's still hope!
What the hell happened to you?
Bandits! Hoodlums! The scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to die!
I can see that.
Once again, a victim of my own success. They seem a man.
He's a swindler.
Soon as this happens.
Do you know who they were?
No idea. I'm not the kind of man who has.
You're the exact kind of man who has
Give
enemies.
so much and still they take. We live in an uncivilized and graceless world, friend. Our maker has a funny sense of humor sometimes. Still, at least I met you. A good Samaritan in wolf's clothes. Forgive me. Pain is playing
It is
fair
kind of
havoc with
funny.
my metaphors. Oh, down! I implore you to please stay on the road.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Not too fast, sir. I beg you. I'm not sure I'll make it.
You'll make it just fine and dandy.
Doctor soon, you definitely won't make it.
They don't appear to be giving up.
Oh, fuck off.
It got me. I would save some of those bullets for the men trying to kill us.
I didn't shoot you. Shut up.
I knew you'd come. What? I knew this wasn't my time. He has a greater purpose for me.
You're delirious and plain dumb, friend.
Fate brought you to my aid. Why else are you helping me?
Literally.
Master John! Master!
We're gonna get there, don't you worry. If he dies before we get there, I'm gonna be pissed. I think my frame rate is actually causing that to happen. I think the frame rate is causing him to die. That didn't make sense.
Dad, I embrace you. Oh, damn me.
That we had okay, so I think the frame rate actually caused him to die there.
The closest doctor is in Armadillo.
What the hell happened to you?
Bandits, hoodlums, the scoundrels robbed me blind and left me to die.
I can see that.
Once again, a victim of my own success. They see a man in a well-cut suit and this happens.
Do you know who they were?
No idea. I'm not the kind of man who has enemies.
You do now.
I give so much and still they take. My God, they come back and finish me off. You're making a big mistake, friend. Looks like you got them all. Now, get me to a doctor. I knew you'd come. But I knew this wasn't my time. He has a greater purpose for me.
You're delirious and plain dumb, friend.
Fate brought you to my aid. Why else are you helping me?
Look at you. Somebody needed to. I've been in a similar state myself not so long ago.
Perilous times. Perilous times indeed.
I think I'm
Give
fucking
people
up here.
freedom and they turn into savages soon enough.
For a man who's died,
Yeah, I think that fucked us up bad just then.
Word is my sword, sir. Without it, I'm lost. Aching. Abandoned.
Why don't you put that sword back in its sheath? You're not making much sense and no one needs to see you naked.
For the love of God, stick to the road! How many of these hoodlums are there? I trust you won't be offended if I don't talk.
We were right there, and he's starting to pick up and is dying. I'm trying not to go faster than this right now.
Is that Armadillo? Come on, hurry!
He seems to be losing health way too fast.
This is bad.
Way too fast. So I guess we'll go full tilt now?
Yeah.
But he's not losing health as fast as he was last time. You notice that? Look at that.
Dad, I embrace you.
Death, I embrace you. Yeah.
We're nearly there.
Into your arms.
Yeah. So we literally got to the point to where we were literally this close.
You need more than a doctor,
We
my
were literally
friend.
this close.
This is it. You're gonna make it.
Oh, that's so aggravating.
Where the devil are we?
Armadillo, we made it safe. You'll be happy to know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're a gentleman and a true man of honor.
Coming from you, I doubt that means much, but I appreciate the civility.
I owe you, sir. And I always pay my debts. Jesus. But if I die, I'm sorry for it. If not, I'll be your man for...
Let's get you fixed up first. Then we'll decide what you're my man for.
You're my man for getting Bill Williamson actual bar.
You know, they're planning on...
They took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I remember this. We'll find them. Although I said I wasn't gonna do these, but immediately I'm like, let's go do them. Cause there's something special about some of these side missions, because I remember them as aptly as I do. You know? And I don't know if they are actually faster now that I'm breaking it down with how many times we have to stop and slow down and all that. I think the consistent speed actually is better. Maybe I'm wrong though. Then again, how similar is this map to Red Dead Redemption 2's variation of? Not where I thought I was going to end up being.
Come on. Let's go.
Dude was hunting a deer. Couldn't hit the damn thing for a while. I think he might have even almost hit me once or twice. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. First clue's up here, or whatever it is. So, yeah. Found the boy. Crazy. Oh yeah, I'm remembering there's a tree out here that has some treasure by it, near it, under it, around it. Remembering, like, I think that might be the tree up there, or the rocks or something like that. You climb the rocks and or something. Yeah, don't really care. Not today, anyway. Kind of focus more on doing main story stuff than side stuff. I figured we might as well do some of the side stuff early on, at least what how it feels compared to the newer stuff, like we're comparing it right now. You can definitely see where the similarities come from, for sure. Like you get like the mini map and all that. You can tell some of it's from Grand Theft Auto, while other aspects of it are definitely more Red Dead Redemption at this point. Thank you. I was like, are you gonna actually go over there at any point in time for me, please, game? So yeah, this is very manageable when it's at this level, right? Because it's hanging around 20 FPS right now. And that's what most of this is going to end up being. Most of this is going to end up being cutscenes in the city areas that are going to run pretty decently, I feel. And areas that we haven't loaded before are going to run at a nice 12 frames. But when we start loading the areas like this, it'll run a little bit better. First time I'm ever gonna do that, pretty much. Because for some reason my brain was like, oh, just lock on. Well, that, and it also teleported us to the next main mission, so maybe that was actually a good thing to do. Oh, yeah. Okay. But we'll do this. And then we'll go do that other one later. Maybe this will get us more money.
Mr. Marston,
Let's
I've
step
been
away here.
hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
Really?
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr.
They're not
Marston.
riddles when you understand what he's talking
I
about.
wonder as a substitute for having anything interesting to say.
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth.
Jeez.
She
Forgot
was a
about all this shit.
prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
Oh, and it ain't over
The
yet.
leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need? Money?
No. Nothing so
Nothing so complicated.
I need
Damn, these cutscenes last longer than I thought. Come on.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Pause it. Fun. Thank you. Be right back. Yeah, they did that in Red Dead Redemption. All right. Hey. Oh, wait. We got raids. Oh, well, greetings and good day, Raiders. How are you doing today? Perfect timing, because I stepped away to go get a drink. Sure. Let's go with that. No, I just stepped away. I had to help out around the house a bit. I have to do that sometimes till a certain point in time. Anyways, what do we got? We've got Shiny Straw. Okay, what were you? I would assume you were playing the same thing here, but since you're getting yourself that good rest already, I do thank you for stopping by. Who else stopped? Yeah, AFK. Got a Necromancer mod? Gotcha. Ninja Gaiden, buddy. Very fun. Very fun game. Something I definitely need to play again, but it's the reason I got so aggravated last time was definitely more on my own shit than anything else. I got so aggravated that I didn't get the fucking tablet piece. That I kind of tilt spiraled a little bit. Now I'm trying to make sure this is wrapped up. I hate when my cords get wrapped up. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden, I'm kind of surprised. Well, we are playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for those that have just showed up and stuck around. We just finished that up, so we're working on Red Dead Redemption, I mean. I keep calling this Red Dead Redemption 2 because of the way that it takes place in the timeline of the games. And as you can see, it's running at a nice, crisp...
Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
10 frames. It only gets really bad like this in the towns. And at certain times of day, when the shading's pretty bad.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked.
But he told you multiple occasions.
They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
So yeah, if you can deal with some framey ass gameplay, you're welcome. You're welcome to enjoy alongside myself. There's so many missions. Like there's like 3 or 4 herding missions, aren't there? I hate these. I really do.
He's got it. Come on. That's it. Keep on moving. Nice job, Mr. Marston.
It's all good. It always, it's likely to happen sometimes, right? Where I'll be stepped away for one reason or another, and I'll get raided or something. That happens sometimes. Oh? And the controls definitely are a bit worse on horseback in Red Dead Redemption 1 for sure.
Come on, easy up now.
I think I know what some of the mods you're talking about are. The Necromancer mod, I don't think I utilized. But yeah, there's a lot of mods that add different classes and stuff like that. Because they're going to have cattle break off and shit like that.
Good! Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing.
Oh, man. I'm not looking forward to these missions. These are like my least favorite types of missions.
That way they'll stay together.
How many herding missions are there? Because I know we go through like quite a few. 3, 4, maybe 5 in total.
Keep them tight now.
Because I think we do with horses at one point. Because I think we do a mission, come back to this point to get him back, or some cattle rustlers get him, or something.
Might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
There's quite a few mods that you could add to XCOM, and it will still run pretty stable. I think we need $100 to buy that property, by the way. New weaponry is available at the local gunsmith. Yeah, I think we're good.
Come on.
Nice, nice. I think it actually has gotten worse in the cities. I mean, it's actually not crashing anymore, but it seems to have gotten a little bit worse in the towns and stuff like that. 6 p.m. today. Oh shit. That's like really soon. That's really soon. Make things run a bit faster by looking straight down. I don't know if I've ever done that. Help patrol the place at night. I think there's a limited amount though, actually. Wait, I have done it before. I think there's like a certain amount of times you can do it before it's like
Well, hello,
before you
Mr.
can patrol
Marston.
again.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Hello, Drew.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that.
Good
I'm grateful for the hospitality,
agent,
sir.
man.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years
Basically,
now.
John's a
Came here from the
CIA
East.
agent for the CIA is actually a thing.
The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herd of cattle was take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always going to be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
I love that. They all keep calling him Silly Dweller, and it's like, he's been a rancher for several years. You have no fucking idea. They really are calling a city dweller, and they have not a fucking clue about him running his
You're
own
gonna
shit.
need this, Mr. Marston.
That's why we did that, to get that, so now we could arrest people, take people in alive. It is interesting how
Now
they
you got some rope on your belt. Let's
take
see if we
longer to
can't
get
wrangle
a
some
lasso
horses.
than you do a rifling. But yeah, I can only handle this for a little bit longer. We'll probably end up wrapping up with this for a bit, in a little bit today. And switch on over to something else if we can. If not, we always got a bunch of other games on the list to check out. Peruse, all that. This has been fun to go through, though, and look at things in a bit of a different way from the first time I ever played through this game, right? With that knowledge about
interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston.
Everything that's
I saw
going on.
the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret it sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics.
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
But I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better, if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
But yeah, with like the pre-knowledge of everything before this, kind of makes sense how the characters are the way that they are when you look at it like that. I still think it's...
There they are! Beauties! Come on, Mr. Marston!
Come on! Let's rope one!
Aim L2, press R2 to throw.
Let's go!
Hold that damn rope, Marston! Hold on, Marston! Don't lose him!
Blow it up now.
Keep holding that
And this
rope.
is...
Don't let it bust you, Mr. Marston. Lean into it.
Calm it down.
Come on in, cowboy.
Almost got you.
Show me what you got, boy. Come on, let's go. Let's see it, boy.
Definitely, I like how they have you break the horses in RDR2 than here.
That's it! Don't give up!
Because this one wants you to stay balanced, and it's kind of just like a balance game. The other one actually has you ride the damn horse a bit.
Nicely done, boy. Let me take you from here. You get back on your own horse. Woo! I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, Mr. Marston! Let's rope another one! What are you waiting for? Easy now.
Kind of funny how they introduce you to breaking a horse in this one.
Relax.
Try not to spook him too much.
Trying to think about how they do it in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's been so long since we saw that.
You're mine now.
I think I only broke like 3 horses
Whoa there.
in RDR2.
I got you now.
You're a regular Bronco buster.
Now they want us to get a third one.
Work. I think that'll do
No?
it for today.
Okay.
Let's get back to the ranch.
Hello? It's funny, outside the cities. Yeah, I don't like the cities either, Bonnie. I don't like them either. Get into a city and the game starts to slow down.
I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family.
Now mind you,
I mean,
we've had the life we've had for a couple of years now.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor. But it's straight. And it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
fun.
I think you could be a fine rancher one day. If you can bear to stop killing people for a living.
Sure.
And it's so funny because we've been a rancher for several years at this point. Like I said, the game that we play takes place 1908 or something like that. Actually, I think this might be 1911. Yeah, 1911 is when this takes place. So, he's been a rancher for 3 years now.
Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Like, truly a rancher.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. No rest for the wicked. Let's see if we can track down that other herd of horses.
Just going down, taking a couple horses from the herd, no big deal.
Tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just
So do you.
surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Paul hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my pa's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
There's my boys. Come on, Mr. Marston.
Again, that's the one good thing, I suppose, that they stayed true to. Everything that happens in Red Dead Redemption 2 has to happen for this to make sense the way that it does. So they did a good job of that, you know what I'm saying? They did a fantastic job of that. Now, mind you, this is a herd of wild horses we're coming to go break and bring them into the ranch. Let's bear that in mind.
Wait for my signal, and don't let those horses out of your sight.
Right you are, miss.
I'm just gonna go after the horses. Guide the herd towards the canyon. Want to take them all, I suppose. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of when I was talking about the horses herding. This. I remember this. Maybe there's not as many as I thought. Maybe I just remember more of the earlier part of this game than any other. You know?
Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
Whoa.
Okay, good. I was hoping that they would get locked in the animation.
Looks like we got the lot of them. What Magnificent animals.
And this is
they
where we
are.
get a better horse.
Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
Oh, whoops, I pressed the skip button. My bad.
Go on. Don't let him get away.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah.
I would basically have to have a horse race right now.
Come on.
The lack of stamina is really getting on my nerves here, in all honesty. It is kind of annoying. Look how long it took. How long that took. There we go. And the easiest part about it. Horse breaking is definitely a bit easier in this game than in the other, I feel. You need to stay in the middle of the damn horse. For the most part.
I got you now. Relax.
It is kind of making me a bit dizzy though.
Calm down. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Come.
That was making me quite a bit dizzy, hilariously enough.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
Alright, let us go. Where are we at right now? We actually might... Let's go here since we're close to Armadillo. Turn the American appetite some. Then we'll head up there. I love how we're already at 150 honor. Two items are now. Oh my god! I hate this so much. You have to be a lot closer than I'm used to as well. Good enough to beat you.
I bet you can't beat Ira Shelton in shooting. I'll bet you money.
$14.
How can I refuse a challenge like that? Looks like I won.
Ain't that something? All right, here's your winnings.
So yeah, they definitely improved upon that shooting challenge. Because when you do the shooting challenge, otherwise it's a couple of stationary targets, then you shoot the birds. I kind of left the birds there, my bad.
Mister, She's gone.
Who is?
My wife, she's gone. She went out picking mushrooms in the hills near Hanging Rock and they got her. The stories are true.
What'd the police do about it?
Oh, about as much as you'd expect. Made me fill out a form. Beryl ain't strong, but she's a good girl.
I'll see what I can do.
Probably gonna be the same situation. And it's always over there, damn it. I got the $100, so maybe I can buy this now. I thought that was go turn it in. I forgot we don't really have a turn in for this. We kind of just, like...
Come on.
We get more information on the next group and more information on the next group. Other than that, not so much. Ooh. That was some hell of a lot of slowdown there. I do absolutely love the fact that when we're out and about, now that we've been through this area so many times, it's above 20 FPS now. That's kind of funny. So if it gets to the point to where the cities will run just a little bit better every time we go into them, which they seem to be, then this won't be nearly as bad as you would first think. It is kind of wild how the only objective we really have is like, oh, kill the previous members of the gang. And it is funny because of how they talk about, like, not forgetting about anything. Especially when money's involved, and like, that kind of makes so much sense. Considering, what all we did. We stole the payroll from the military. You know? Yeah, I could definitely see them getting quite a bit upset. What the hell?
This is private property.
Howdy, friend. I didn't know anyone lived out here. Whoa!
Now you can't rob the place now, can you? Now get!
Friendly old bastard, ain't you?
I don't need me no friends, friend.
We all need friends, old-timer. We die alone, but we live among men. You know, I was interested in moving out this way with my family. Would you be willing to sell me a parcel of land? We wouldn't even have to speak or nothing.
Land's too dry for farming. Bandits run all the cattle off. Why you want this land?
I guess I just like the scenery.
Well, I don't know. Maybe for
$200.
I could give you the deed to this land, find myself a place up in Blackwater.
I thought it was 100.
Though I never could stand the people down there. No, sir. Make up your mind. I ain't got all day.
About to come back here when we have $200. I don't know if I've ever bought it. I think I've always like lassoed them or hog-tied them and then after that taken it. Because that, you get it without putting blood on it, I think. I wonder how long that'll stay there for. Let's go to the Marshal's mission. I'm trying to remember if this one introduced to the bounty hunting, or if it's one after this.
Let's go. Slow down. Let's go.
It is kind of funny that, like, they added so many more animals. And even then, you can see, like, the raccoons and the deer and all that. So it is kind of fun to see how they improve upon everything that you see in Red Dead Redemption. Talk about the outlaws and shit like that, and it is funny. I know who you are. This will be the last mission that we do, I believe. And then we'll, wrap up for the evening with one.
Since you're here, you want to make yourself useful?
Not particularly.
Listen, son, I know you got a mission, but right now I need another gun.
Why? What's happening?
We've had this problem for months with this group of bandits who are getting drunk and murdering settlers. Last night they went to a big place up near Ridgewood.
They burnt the place down, killed the men, burning most of them alive, and raped the women. Women folk then got their throats slit. One of them survived and walked in here this morning.
Anyway, we got a posse gathering up near Ridgewood. Will you ride with us?
All right.
Thank you, John Marston. It's gonna be a bloody job.
Huh. I don't think I know any other kind, sir.
That's about the truth.
Hey, wait up!
I should have... in our inventory, our pouch, or whatever, we should actually have access to figure out what horses our main horse.
Boys. Marston, I hear you caught up with Mr. West Dickens.
Yeah, we did.
I did. For a man who claims to have found a remedy to all ailments, he was in pretty bad shape.
His tonic has helped a great many people. It's a medical breakthrough from the East, the result of years of research.
If only it could cure him of his diarrhea of the mouth.
I wouldn't be so dismissive of science if I was you. Times is changing fast.
His science ain't the type of science, yeah.
But people can spend their hard-earned money however they please.
He's certainly a character, that West Dickens.
I can't understand a goddamn word he said.
A more flannel-mouthed bunco artist I've never met.
Flannel-mouthed bunco artist.
We should check it out. Marston, Eli, go see what it is.
Yeah, I was talking about this in Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, actually. Talk about this mission because of how much it stuck with me.
Whoa there.
Ain't no survivors here, Marshal. Man, this don't look too good.
Somebody was so busy killing people they went and dropped their gun.
And we get an upgrade already? That's kind of wild.
Let's go.
This game might not be as long as I remember it being. Then again, I'm not going to be doing any of the side things, really. I'm going to do some of them, but not...
What kind of man does that? A bunch of weak men. A pack
Not
of
much.
cowards is the most dangerous kind.
Some men are just born plain evil.
I think it's this land that makes them men, as much as the other way around. Men are born, and then they're formed. At least that's how I see it.
Who could have done such a thing?
Any number of people. Especially now the word's out we're cleaning up the county.
Between Walton's boys and the rustlers, we've been spilling a lot of blood. Man gets more evil when he's running scared.
Look, Marshal! More vultures!
God
damn it! Come on, let's take a look.
I don't remember if there were any survivors at these locations. I don't think there are. It also won't really, like, it's not letting me sprint like I want to.
Man, more dead bodies. And the fire's still smoking. Those scumbags must still be around.
Come on!
I think we just heard gunfire.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Let's pound leather, boys. Looks like they're headed for Ridgewood Farm.
Sons of bitches!
Didn't you once run a gang of outlaws?
Nope.
Marston?
Yeah, but not like that. It wasn't our way. At least it wasn't my way.
Killing and thieving's never right, boy. No matter how you dress it up.
Unless it's ordered by a court of law, you mean? You know as well as I do, Marshal. One way or another, some men gotta die.
Place looks deserted. Where is everyone? All right, boys. Let's have a look around.
Yeah.
Shed's clear, Marshal.
It is kind of crazy how much certain things stick with you. It really is. Because a lot of the shit that I talked about the most were the things that happened really early on.
No one here.
What an awkward way to kick that open. Join the marshal at the barn and open this up and... This is the thing that I remember.
There's no good reason for that to be boarded up. Break that door now. The rest of you, get your guns ready.
Yeah, because that stuck with me.
Holy sweet mother of mercy.
Please don't shoot me. Some bandits came by and took us hostage. They're holed up in the farmhouse. Some of my family is being kept hostage inside.
This has gone far enough. Get into that house and smoke those sons of bitches.
How'd I get myself in here?
Crutches on me.
Don't make me kill you!
Got a little bit of slowdown popping up here and there.
Ain't you a pretty little thing?
I'm gonna enjoy.
Take a break for the shed when the coast is clear. There'll be a deputy waiting for you.
Thank you. I was convinced I was dead.
It failed us. It failed us. I hate when that shit happens because I shot his hat, not his head.
This has gone.
We gotta do that whole fight again. Oh, that's enough.
Those sons of bitches.
Are you kidding?
West still is wide. Truck's getting up
Alright.
Stay close. You and me gonna have ourselves some fun.
There's a deputy waiting for you in the shed out back. Make a run for it when it's clear.
Oh, thank God.
You're gonna be all right. Head for the shed in the back as soon as it looks clear.
They did unspeakable things to me.
All right.
Look like that's all of them. Let's see how the hostages are doing.
Yeah, that previous sequence I remember sticking with me. That was like, what the fuck?
Some folk tried escaping to the south, but then some robbers started chasing him down like wild dogs. I thought you were supposed to protect us, Marshal. You folk ain't men. You ain't nothing. You're just some man on a government payroll taking money that the rest of us have to pay for with our lives. What is wrong with this country?
Not up, men. The man that kills the boss of that bunch gets $50.
It ain't about the money, Marshal. These are people's lives. People's homes.
Let's go! Get on your horse, boy! Follow me. We can still catch him.
I did forget that there were survivors. I did forget that much.
Do you think they might be headed for Fort Mercer, Marshal?
What? Williamson's men?
Maybe. All this sure looks like their handiwork.
Makes sense if they took this road.
Come on, Marshal. This might be our chance.
What's your beef with Williamson anyway, Marston?
Let's just say he's the currency in a complicated transaction.
What the hell you talking about?
Some people I have the displeasure of knowing want him dead.
Why does that involve you?
We used to run in a gang together. He was once like family.
If this is how you treat your family, I'd hate to see what you do to your enemies.
That was a lifetime ago. And bearing in mind, he's left me for dead the last 2 times I've seen him. I'm about figuring we've moved past the family part.
Wow. Last 2 times that yeah, no, that tracks. That tracks. That's exactly why we're playing this, because last time we really saw him
Somebody on the cliff?
was during the train robbery.
You just walk away now, John. I didn't kill you before, but I sure as shit will now.
Get yourself down here, Bill. You know you ain't man enough to stop me. You know I don't want to kill you, but I will.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John. Dutch always said you were an arrogant son of a bitch. I guess he was about right. Get him, boys! Everybody, take cover! In that shed!
Not as chaotic.
You're gonna lose. You know why?
We'll make her stand here. Stay in cover. Watch your head.
Stop shooting at me!
My God. Look out. They're coming at us from all sides.
No, there ain't.
Come on, you coward!
Damn you. Goddamn rape!
Come on. Pop your head up. Thank you.
God damn it, there's more of them.
You kill me and 10 more will take my place. This is the
Stay in cover.
I mean, that's what we kind of have to do here. Okay, they got him.
Hey, look what I got here. There's something that you're still breathing. Come here, boy. Come on, Bessie. Give. Oh.
Norman Deek. Nice to see you again, buddy. Thanks for your help, John. Norman here is going to help us get to Bill. Ain't you, Norman?
Thank you, Mr. Deek. Mighty kind.
Fuck you!
Hog time. Let's get him to jail.
That's actually a good point right there to wrap up, I'd say. We just got to save there, so we don't really... Jobs in town pay twice as much. Jobs in town pay twice as much.
A little something for my troubles.
Well, we almost got what we need for buying the property. Every little bit goes a long way. We're $40 away from that. That's one of the other reasons why you want to rob people, I remember. They can give you like between $5 and $15, I think, sometimes. Or maybe it's maximum like $15 in total, but you can know that. There's a satchel or something. Weapons? Yeah. Outfits. Ah, there it is. We have the war horse there. Horse hide and horse meat there. Anyway, I do want to actually save it. So they gave us that horse, but because we didn't register it or ours or whatever, we didn't get it. Also, apparently we're still picking up money from the other shit. We're gonna see what this is. Maybe this has a way to get it. And then we can open this up if I'm not mistaken. Oh, we could anyway. Whatever. Get a couple dollars from these two. Why not? I mean, $4 every body we loot is actually a pretty large amount of money. I'm debating whether or not, let me pull up the map. I keep forgetting that you gotta pull up the map manually this time, and let's see how far away from... Stranger up here. I guess we could go vacant property and rent that.
Let's go.
Even though I kind of just want to wrap up now, like immediately after we got that last loading save. I kind of want to manually save it here. Just in case, you never know. Mind you, we've made it fairly far, I'd say. I know we gotta do some missions with Nigel West Dickens. And I think we gotta do a couple more missions to get to Bill. After we get to Bill, there's... Oh, I didn't jump there. Not jump there. There's Javier, and then there's Dutch at the end. It is funny to see where they've improved upon certain things. It really is. Outside of there just being so much more, there's more, like there's less animalistic audio that gets played, all honest. Ignore that.
You're a nice lady and all, but
$50? It says property purchase, so does that mean permanently?
I'm afraid I'm married.
I didn't do nothing. I did nothing. I did nothing. Hey, there we go. Game's running a bit better now. Save game. There we go. But yeah, no, I had a good time for day one of Red Dead Redemption. Now that we set those options to actually running, I'm kind of pleased by that. We'll continue this. It'll be a slow run because I can deal with so much of this. Before I'm like, alright, I need a break. And what I need is a break. So for those that are watching live, stick around. Going to actual... Not sure what. We'll get there. For those of you that are new here, if you haven't already, be sure to become a link should be down in the description below through all my links. Watch on exclamation point like so. If you're watching on Twitch, be it live, the highlight, or the VOD, while it's still up there. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and catch when I go live at 6 PST Friday through Monday. Invite link to the Discord where you can always get the most accurate notes. Go live if I'm going to be a little bit late or early, inside of a half hour or as long as well as whatever else catch your on my link. Until next time, take care and have yourselves a good one. Bye bye.